Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. It has been a different morning for me. Yeah, very seldom. In fact, I don't think there's ever been a time this summer that I went out for my quick scoot before I actually clunked my coffee cup down. But I did this morning. Yeah, weather office was predicting rain later this morning, and almost a sure thing for rain this afternoon. So hey, I did what I did. Now, enough about the bike. When I came back to the model table here, I had this. Actually, I had this stuff on the kitchen table when my friend Max was over for coffee. I was showing it to him, and we were reading the letter and so on. And William or Bill made these for us, and no more spilling here at the model table. At least that's the plan. I suppose I could be gesturing and whack something out of here, but I don't think so. I think these things are pretty stable. I was thinking of trying to make something like this out of wood, and I was thinking, how do I make the square holes? Well, Tennessee Jim, you know how I would make the square holes. Yeah, with that hollow chisel mortiser that we used once. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. But now I don't need to do that. I got the real thing. And these are beautifully done. Very nicely done. It makes me want to get one of those 3D printers. And, some years ago, I guess maybe about 3 years ago now, I kind of played around with the program called Fusion 360. And I think I mentioned this. I got to the place where I could design a box. But when it got to curves and compound curves and stuff like that, it just got really complicated. It's not that it couldn't be done. It's just that it just wasn't my thing, I guess. And I got discouraged and I quit. And I didn't have a 3D printer anyway, so... But it's amazing what you can do now if you know how to do it. Like our friend Gabe from Gabe's Swabs, who made those little 1/64th scale figures. He did that with a 3D printer, and customized it in such a way that it almost does look like this one here. Let me get it. Okay, this one here with the rabbit and the little dish with the carrots in it. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. And the cup, if you look closely on it, it says "Welcome to Winnipeg." It's actually a replica of this cup here. Gabe did a fantastic job. Now that I think about it, he had to do all of this from what he saw off his screen and draw it. Oh my goodness. Some people are just so gifted, Yeah. Anyway, it's a good thing we have people like that in the world. Otherwise, we'd all still be in the Stone Age. Yeah, if it was, I'm kind of laid back. Our humanity would not have survived at all if everybody was laid back like me. No ambition. Anyway, enough about that. It takes all types of people to make a world, doesn't it? At least our world. Okay, yeah. Once again, thank you, Bill. That was really nice of you. Something like this is very, very meaningful. I think I mentioned to a viewer yesterday. It's kind of like Andy from Andy's Photo Etch Bender. It's a guy here in Canada actually made this for me, and there's no other one exactly like it anywhere in the world. Similar, yes, but not exactly like it. So yeah. Okay, what are we going to do here today? We are almost ready to paint. I've just got a few more little pieces that I have to put onto alligator clips, and once again the plan is where the alligator clip clamps onto it, Uh, and by the way, sharpening these things very gently now. Sharpening these ends the way I did it, it works great. Yeah. So for those of you who are frustrated with the fact that the little wires splay out when you try to push them into something, well, that solves the problem. And it only took maybe about an hour or so to do. Now, it would have taken a lot less if there hadn't have been 50 of them. But I'm not complaining, Chris. I'm not complaining. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, let's recompose here. I was going to use blue tack, a little dollop of blue tack on the end of one of Gabe's swabs here, and see if maybe I can't, fasten onto it that way. Because what happens is when I use the CA glue in something like this that you can't see because you're way too far back, but I think you get the idea. Something like this has to fit over a positioning peg, you might call it. And if it gets full of glue, it doesn't fit on properly. So, whereas the blue tack, it can be sort of dabbed out of there. It's kind of neat how that works. You can use blue tack to remove blue tack. Okay, yeah, there's not too many more pieces here. There's a couple of pieces that are going to be really hard to hold on to, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. Oh, one thing I was going to mention about this. I didn't notice that there was two different sizes for the CA glue here. That these first three on your left are larger, and the ones over here on your right are the small ones for the small container. You'd have to turn it over to accidentally knock it out of there. So, slick. Let's get going here. Now, I don't need very much here. It's hard to grab just a small part of this unless I was to take and cut it with my hobby knife or something. Okay. Let's move in just a little bit here if we can. All right. No, I also want to, I don't want this to be, I wonder if I should have used a different one. This one's been sort of shaped at the end. Oh, I see what's happened. Let's get a different one here. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be strong enough that when I'm brushing, I'm not going to be knocking it off of there. Okay. Okay, this one right here. I think that what we do is that this little bracket on the back of it gets mounted out of sight. So we probably can use one of Chris's alligator clips on this one. Something like that. Get it a little bit straighter here. Doesn't want to go straighter. Well, that's all right, so long as I can, get in behind there. I think that where the alligator clip is, it's up against something. This is one of those pieces that we have to mount on the photo etch piece. Yeah, we've got to get that photo etch stuff. I think there's two pieces we need in this step. Okay, so okay. This piece is going to be hard to hold on to. Maybe the self-locking tweezer might be better. You can see there are positioning pegs that have to go into two little holes somewhere on the engine. I don't think we need the macro lens. You should be able to see that. If I remember to focus everything, that is. Just moments ago, Missy the dog took Max out for his walk. And, okay, now this piece here. See this little positioning, this little square positioning peg? That goes into a piece of photo etch, as near as I can tell. And so I don't know if I can hang on to that. Well, these I think are just a little bit too heavy duty to grab onto that. And yet it might, if I try to get it with a self-locking tweezer here, or any kind of tweezer, it might accidentally ping off. I could sort of do it. Yeah. Maybe what I should do is I should just grab it properly like this. I could use one of Chris's clips then, and then repaint this afterwards. I guess what I was trying to do was to get away with not having to paint everything. Anyway, what I started to say is I better get my my camera ready here. Missy's going to be at my door probably, I'm guessing in 2 or 3 minutes, if everything goes the way it normally does. Okay. Yeah, this is just a little bit too. Yeah, that's just a little bit too small. How are you? How are you? You gonna come visit with me for a little bit? Huh? Gonna come and visit with me?
You want to sit inside or outside?
Inside.
You got everything laid out? Okay. I'll just shut the door here.
Okay, let me get set down, okay, Missy?
Humid.
Yeah, it
Not
is.
too much oxygen.
There we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, now wait, we do it one at a time. Okay, and don't read my letter. Oh, yeah. I thought I'd better get out on the bike early this morning because I was noticing that there's a prediction for rain later this morning. And the radar showed rain is just the other side of Portage la Prairie. Unless it changed.
Yeah, that puts it about 2 or 3 hours away. So, you got a headmaster in Birds Hill, or?
No, I stuck around here. It was actually not as much fun because the kids were going to school. It was rush hour traffic, people going to work.
Yeah.
And
Did you go south or north?
I zigzagged all over the place.
Oh,
yeah. I was out for about 20 minutes, I guess. At least I got out.
Yes, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a push getting at the door so early in the morning, but you gotta do what you gotta do, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, your idea of contacting WSL before I go out there is a good idea because it turns out that the bikes that they have, they don't have the one that they're advertising, at least not on the floor. So maybe they've got it in the crate still. I find that Bill's cycle is really up to date on their website.
Yes.
Whereas WSL, you'd think they'd be a little bit more with it, but
Yeah, take somebody in the company who's tech savvy.
Yeah.
to get the website all up to date, because it's a task.
Yeah.
And you have to know what you're doing.
And the nice thing about Bill Cycle's website is that they date it when it was updated. You know, they put the date on it. I think it says something like updated September the 4th or whatever it happens to be. So you know you're looking at the most recent stuff. So. Alrighty.
So you don't have to drive out the Dig Old Road after all.
I'll probably go out there anyway and pick up some brake fluid, and then I'll have the genuine Honda stuff. Even though, in all likelihood, what I could get a Canadian Tire would be just as good. But
It's
and
a destination.
they do have a machine like what I want, but it's got the clutch. It doesn't have the DCT. So at least I can get on it and see if I can mount it.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give that a whirl. Maybe tomorrow if the weather's nice. Hey, Missy, you gonna come say goodbye? Hey, you gonna come say goodbye? Oh, all right, come say goodbye to all your friends. Yeah, you ate it all.
Say goodbye to all that bacon.
Yeah, you ate it all. Yeah. Oh, you're such a good dog. Yes, you are. You're such a good dog.
So, house, mommy, breakfast, yeah?
Breakfast time, Missy.
In that order, she said, let's go, Pops. We've had the bacon. Now it's time for the main course.
Well, the sun's trying to shine right now.
Trying to. At least for a little while.
Missy the dog. Missy the dog. I was wondering, what's this? Then I realized that these are little beads of solder from when I was soldering yesterday. Okay, now I don't think it matters as long as we're going to have to repaint the end here. I don't think it matters where we grab onto it. Let's try not to mark it though. That's not very good. That's not a very good grasp. Let's see if I can get it a little bit better here. Kind of hard to do on camera. Maybe this way. Yeah, that's not hurting anything, and it's not going to be pinging out of there either, so. Okay, I think we have enough room right here. Now on this piece, the positioning pegs that I'm holding onto right now are going to be out of sight. I think that this is this whole side is probably not going to show, but it's going to be really hard to hang on to something here. It's going to want to ping off on me. So I'm thinking that maybe what I'll do is I'll take a self-locking tweezer here and just hold it like this. Okay, I think I've got it pretty good there. That it won't ping off on me. Okay, yeah, we're just going to carefully paint it, and then afterwards, maybe with Tony's tweezers or something like that won't mark the painted part, then paint where the self-locking tweezer is. This piece has quite a large positioning peg. At first I thought maybe with this piece that I'm holding on to was, part of the detail that we're supposed to see, but no, it actually goes into a square hole in the back of the motor and back of the engine block. So I'm thinking that, being as it doesn't matter if it gets scrunched a little bit, Okay. Yeah, that should be all right. Not very straight. Well, it doesn't have to be. Okay, this part here, I don't know what it's supposed to represent, but it gets mounted on. So I turn this over here now. Okay, this square hole you see right here, that actually fits over a large positioning block or peg, I guess you call it. So I'm thinking maybe on this one, being as that this entire side is up against the back of the engine, I think maybe we can do it like this. This might work. Get our blue tack here. Okay, we should be able to paint all the visible surfaces. At least that's the plan. And this piece here is the one that I was talking about quite a while ago now, when I was talking about Gabe swabs and all that kind of stuff. And if I was to take one of Gabe's swabs that has been cut, I can probably get it to fit. Otherwise, it's not gonna fit in there very good. So let's just try it here. Put a little bit of blue tack on there. Sorry to be getting my fingers in your way, but okay, now if I just sort of mold it over there, I was just going to stick. If I'm careful with my little brush when I'm painting this, I think I could. I'm going to just reposition this off camera. It's not very good. I think I can get it better than that. In fact, I know I can. That's better. Okay, now this piece, it's some sort of I think it's supposed to represent a control panel of some kind. And on the back of it, we have what I thought originally was a positioning place here, okay? Well, it sort of is. The idea is that this is supposed to be glued in here. If I can get it here. Take it off camera, sorry about that. Okay, that has to be glued in like that. And I think maybe the thing to do is to do that right now. Just get it glued in place and then paint this whole mini module all at the same time. I'm just going to recompose here a little bit, get the camera out of my way. Okay, now I'm sure that you knew that I was going to somehow try and work these glue holders into the episode. Well, I'll probably be using these glue holders in absolutely every episode, because I use glue in almost every episode. I'm trying to grab hold of this. Military modeler Paul was mentioning how he uses them too, and I know for a fact he does, because I've seen him use them in his episode. Okay, so we got to get that in there like that. I think. Let's see now. I almost need to hold these in self-locking tweezers. No, I'll just put it down here like this. No, that's not going to work. Okay, I think I got myself organized here. thought I had myself organized. Okay. Now that's not quite right, is it? Let's release that. I've got to try and pull that up just a little bit. Maybe I could use this like this and then pull it up. There. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah, looks good to me. I think it's all right. Yeah, I'm looking straight onto it now, and it looks good. Whoops. Okay, I was trying to turn it up so I could look differently. All right. I do not have a sunrise to show you on this gray and cloudy morning. However, our walkers did come by. Okay. Now, get ourselves cleaned up here a little bit. Probably about an hour ago, well, first of all, I have 4 smoke detectors in my house. And about an hour ago, one of them goes off. The one down in the workshop. I have 2 down in my workshop in the basement, and 2 up here, and they all work. But one of them is extra sensitive. And you remember when Max was over with Missy, he was talking about the high humidity. Well, the one down in the basement, if the humidity's high, it goes off. And then when I heard it go off, I thought, okay, it's probably what's happened. So I go and check anyway. And I take it off where I've got it up by the ceiling, and I waft it back and forth in the air, and so it wouldn't go. And right now it's laying down on one of my woodworking machines. I suppose it'll kind of work there. Anyway, yeah. So what I did was I ran my air conditioner. Maybe you heard it in the last scene there. It was running, and to lower the humidity. And I'm noticing that it has gone down to 50% here now. It was at 60. Also, when I went out and buttoned up my my bike box, and by the way, I'm surprised it hasn't started to rain yet. It was supposed to be raining right now. That's all right, I guess. Okay, we are going to have to recompose here and get ourselves reorganized. I think all of this stuff I'm going to be using the 77 here. I think that's, the 77, and so that it will contrast against this paint right here, which is supposed to be green. Heavy on the word supposed to be. Anyway, we got all our little pieces ready, but I have not done any editing yet of today's episode. And I don't want this to be another one of those episodes where I get to the end of the day and panic because I realize that I've got way more than I thought I should have. So I'm going to go do that right now. We'll just take a bit of a break. It's probably going to take an hour or so. And we'll see you back here at the model table. What do we got here? I'm guessing probably around 1 o'clock or thereabouts. Well, I don't think we can call 18 minutes after 2 thereabouts. Yeah, I got busy editing my bike ride and all that kind of stuff. Okay, this feels like a card. I'm gonna make a guess. It's either a birthday card or a Christmas card. I'm gonna go for a birthday card. Okay, we got a polar bear on ice skates. Typically Canadian. All our polar bears can ice skate. Okay. Okay, I was wrong. It was a Christmas card. And then he's got, hope this card makes it in time this year. Yeah, you made it in time. Thank you, Jim. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll put that up on the wall with the others. Yeah, okay. All right, we've had our fun. And we've also found that we've got a lot more footage going on here than, you know, what I thought we had. So kind of lost for words here again. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.